Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. WittyPixel here. And today I got a fierce microphone showdown for y'all today. It's the Audeze Penrose against the Snowball Blue. One is marketed as a broadcast quality microphone on a gaming headset. The other, Snowball Blue, is marketed as a budget studio quality microphone. Since both say they're the best at what they do, and the Snowball Blue definitely has a reputation at this point already, we're going to put them up against one another. And of course, we got to mix in some other gaming headsets. So I just looked around the house and found all the headsets that I had, which are mostly HyperX headsets because those have just been good like forever. And we're going to throw those in for microphone comparisons also because why not? So Audeze promised us again some broadcast quality level microphone, and you're going to be interested in the results. It's not what you would think it would be. It's not very clear like that. But anyway, without further ado, let's get to the video. So here are the four competitors we got today. First one I got for y'all is this baby right here. You know and love if you've had a gaming headset. This is the HyperX Cloud, and it is the true blue, just like rock solid gaming headset. Good sound, good comfort, good microphone. Everything just works nice and well. Next we got this one right here, HyperX Stinger. You can see here. And this is a budget one. It's a lot cheaper than the HyperX Cloud. It's also comfortable. Has like this rotating boom microphone. Whoops, that doesn't go that way. Has a rotating boom microphone that goes up and down and noise cancels. Sorry, not noise cancels, but it mic mutes when it goes up and down. So we have this. Next one we got here is the Snowball Blue. And this thing just rocks. It's super cheap considering it's a studio level microphone. Not the best, but again, it's budget, it's entry level, and it does the job phenomenally well. Last but not least, we have this one here, and we got the Audeze Penrose headset. This nice little expensive thing at $299. We're gonna pit you up against the other ones there. Check it out. And we're going to see once and for all who has the best budget microphone in all the land. So first mic we got up in the showdown is going to be the Snowball Blue. Check it out. Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero. Not sure which is harder on a relationship. Sharing a dresser for 3 years or sharing an iPhone charger for 1 day. In the sample, you can hear how clear it is. Honestly, it's just top notch. It has nice, rich, warm sound. You can hear the nuanced details and everything that I'm saying. And it honestly is just very real to life. It sounds like how you hear me right now. Here, I just got like a nice boom microphone, and it sounds pretty much on par with it. Next up is the HyperX Cloud. Let's dive into that audio sample. Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero. Not sure which is harder on a relationship. Sharing a dresser for 3 years or sharing an iPhone charger for 1 day. Overall, the HyperX Cloud is good. I can clearly hear my voice. It's good when people are listening, when I'm speaking, all that stuff, yada yada. The thing here is the sound is a little thin. I can hear the difference easily between this and the Snowball. There's just no comparison. And it just lacks a little bass and warmness, but again, for the price, you're not really going to get much more than this. Next up is a HyperX Cloud Stinger. Let's check out this audio sample. Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero. Not sure which is harder on a relationship. Sharing a dresser for 3 years or sharing an iPhone charger for 1 day. The sound is surprisingly clear, actually. Has a little bit of warmness, has a little bit of richness, very good clarity. I'm actually really impressed and didn't really expect this from a $40 headset. I actually paid I think about 20 bucks on sale, so this is honestly like a super real steal. So the HyperX Cloud Stinger is actually pretty good. The sound quality is super clear, has a little bit of richness, a little bit of warmness, not as much as the Snowball Blue microphone, but it's pretty close, honestly. I'm super surprised and also impressed. Considering the price of $39.99, you really can't go wrong with this one. Good job, HyperX. Now moving on to what y'all came here for the broadcast quality microphone, Penrose. Let's dive into this sample we got here.
Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero. Not sure which is harder on a relationship. Sharing a dresser for 3 years or sharing an iPhone charger for 1 day.
So the Penrose here on aux mode has some pretty good quality, honestly. Really clear, has some really nice bass, some richness, but that's also where it falls short. The bass kind of sounds slightly muddy, not a lot. Again, very clear, and again also very close to the Snowball microphone. Where I think it falls short is as far as accuracy. It sounds a little artificial. Nothing bad, nothing to complain about. If you're in a voice chat with like friends and stuff like that. But again, since we're comparing all these and we're comparing it to the best, the Snowball Blue, it just has to be pointed out. Next up, we got the Penrose on Bluetooth actually. So go ahead and give it a listen.
Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero. Not sure which is harder on a relationship, sharing a dresser for 3 years or sharing an iPhone charger for 1 day.
So the main thing to know is if you're not connecting this to your phone for like music or like to talk to people, just don't use it. There's no point to use this mode. It sounds really bad. That's it. There's really nothing else for me to say there. Last but not least, we got the Penrose on wireless mode, meaning using it with the dongle. So let's go ahead and give that a listen.
Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero. Not sure which is harder on a relationship, sharing a dresser for 3 years or sharing an iPhone charger for 1 day.
So we got some decent voice quality here, but not really good enough considering their claims of broadcast quality. Bass is decent. The voice is clear enough. You can get the job done. I can talk to people in parties. No one really complains anymore. Had to reset it because of some weird muffle issue. But again here, even with the fix, it still sounds like slightly muffled for some reason. Just like a tiny bit if you really listen to it. And I feel like it has something to do with the bass. It seems like they wanted to give it this very raw, round, full sound, and it does sound good, but they might have went a little too heavy on this bass. I just have a feeling like there's some processing at play here, and if they could just tune it back a little bit, it might actually sound a little clearer and better, to be honest. Overall, the Penrose sounds best in aux mode, which is a big disappointment because that's wired mode. We are going to be using this as gamers with the actual wireless dongle that it came with, not wired, because it's a $299 headset. Why would I want to, go ahead and plug in the wire for that? I can just go ahead and plug in the headset like the HyperX Cloud or the HyperX Cloud Stinger. So big disappointment that the best sounding microphone quality right now on the Penrose is coming from wired mode. So here's the conclusion. The gaming headset market, as you know, if you've ever shopped for a gaming headset, is flooded. There are way too many options, tons of options, which, to be honest, is actually a good thing, right? You have plenty of options for every person, every kind of color headset, every style of headset, yada yada. It's all gravy in that boat. That being said, the high-end gaming market does not have a plethora of options. You can't just walk around the corner and find 200 high-end gaming headsets. So with Penrose entering the market, it's kind of exciting, but a little disappointing because of, again, what I mentioned earlier about the wireless mode not being as great as their claims. And if you see my review, there's just a few things that just aren't working up to par on the actual headset itself. For $299, the Penrose Audeze, I expect a lot better. You can check out my full review at the end of the video linked to see all the different reasons why I mentioned it being good and why it's not so good and why it kind of overall just falls short. That being said, when it's plugged in using the aux mode, it actually sounds pretty clear. It's pretty good, and it gives you that broadcast level claim that they actually promised with this headset. It gives, in my opinion, the Snowball Blue an actual run for its money. I could legit see a Penrose 2 coming out, a new iteration, and it actually beating the Snowball Blue. But right now, with all the things that I mentioned overall, I don't think that's going to happen. Possibly they could tune it with a firmware update and maybe match the quality, but honestly, I don't think they will be able to actually surpass it until they come out with a second iteration of this headset. That being said, Odyssey, don't give up. The high-end market of gaming needs your support. There aren't a lot of high-end gaming headsets that give like this superb sound experience. So we need you to keep fighting, to keep going, to keep reiterating firmware updates, even the Penrose V2 down the line. And I think you guys can definitely come up with something that's going to wow gamers. And if you do come with something that wows gamers, I believe you will be able to actually really land those claims on a V2 Penrose, if that is something you guys are looking for in the future. Anyway, with that, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this microphone showdown. I thought it would be really interesting again to just see if Odyssey lives up to the claims. Drop some comments. Let me know what you actually thought about the microphones that I compared. Which one you thought was your favorite, which one you hated the most. If you think that Odyssey actually lives up to the microphone claims that they promise us. Again, thanks for watching, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. Peace.